millions, je suis 800 d'or. Je connais le avant le fisc et tous les accords. Je les vois tourner tous autour de ma comme un chaise musicale, comme si je fais 200 000 en vente digitale.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. And, of course, Domantas Sabonis. Many wonder how they'll do it without him. We'll find out.
I'll tell you what, the fans will really miss him.
Oh, throw it down. When he took off, I was not expecting that.
Oh. Okay, was anybody expecting that? I know I wasn't.
I wasn't either. He may have even surprised himself with that one.
He knew what he was going to pull off because you got to practice that one. You don't just come up with a slam like that on the fly. You got to rehearse stuff like that.
Dallas shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Grant, looking at Cooper Flagg, his versatility is what makes him such a highly touted prospect.
Yeah, B.A. Cooper can do a little of everything offensively. He also covers a lot of ground defensively at 6'9". And on top of his balanced skill set, his intangibles are just elite.
To the middle. Here's Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Right side, Harden. And Harden with the slam.
Athletic move by Harden. Okay, I see you throwing it down on top of the defense.
Back to Christie. Rebound by the Kings. Just over a minute and a half in. Outside Harden. Outside Bull. It's stolen by Washington. On the break. Here's Christie. And there's the drive. Bull grabs the board. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Uses the glass on the layup. Bulls got 6.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's Flagg. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
You know, Flagg wasn't going to let that dunk chance pass him by.
Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at. Rare sight. How often does he fail to capitalize at the line?
They double him with Achua. Pass to Flagg. Can't get it to fall. The Kings leading. Outside Achua. From downtown. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden.
Capable of playing either guard position. Harden's sense for when his teammates are open is ridiculous.
Here's Christie. Going inside.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Here's Harden. The kick to Hunter. Fires the three. The shot misses. Here's Christie. Outside Johnson. They double him with a Chua. The three from Washington. No luck on that one. And so Şengün will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Here's Hunter. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Outside Christie. Pass to Lively. Şengün with a steal. And here we go, Sacramento on the fast break.
Nice anticipation from Şengün to get the steal, which leads to the fast break.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. So both teams changing it up here. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. Here's Irving. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. The offensive rebound. Pass to Lively. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Oh, deflected. Clock at 6. Again, Irving missing. The Kings lead by 6. And the Mavericks are in the planning stages for a new arena set to open by 2031.
Yeah, their existing arena opened in 2001. A 30-year run for an NBA venue is pretty typical. And remember, it's big business. New arenas are often the anchor tenant for larger developments.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Precious Achiuwa. That's his first foul. 58 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Flag. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Bagley. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Irving.
It looks like they're sleepwalking through the first quarter.
Back to Lively. Outside Bagley. Here's Irving.
And whether it's the defensive effort or just bad offense, they're holding their opponent to a very low field goal percentage.
Harden into the lane. Missed inside.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Good on the bucket. Flags got 7.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Kings ahead, up by 4. Quarter number 2 coming up. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on. What makes this big so effective is how skilled he is. He can harm you in many different ways.
Well, we get to see future Hall of Famer in Kyrie Irving tonight, Grant. What's his best skill?
I'll be honest, B.A. I've never seen a guard finish like Kyrie around the rim. He makes really difficult buckets look too easy.
And Grant, after last season, a new front office taking over in Sacramento, trying to get them back in the playoffs.
Yeah, and after ending their record-breaking postseason drought in 2023, the last 2 years have seen the Kings again outside the playoffs. They're restless to get back there in the mix.
He misses the free throw. In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, you know, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
Bagley sets a screen. Irving for 3. Bull grabs the board.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
To the inside. And finished Finished off by Bull.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Pass to Bagley. There's the three. Dallas, no good that time either. Sacramento leading by 7. Over to the left wing. Here's Bull. Here's DeRozan. Stopped home by DeRozan on the jam.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Irving looking around. DeRozan brings the double. It's a nice ball movement by Dallas. Pass to Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Washington from outside the arc. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. Outside Sexton. Back to Bull. And here's Harris. Back to Bull. Over Johnson. And Sacramento again with the bucket.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Here's Irving. And the shot goes down.
This man is a 3-level scorer. And this level, by the rim, there is nobody like Kyrie Irving in that touch he has.
Kicks it to DeRozan. Back to Bull.
The hoop still standing.
Ooh. And that will play over and over again in the highlights.
Look at this crowd. They can't believe what they just saw.
Like, what? That looked like something you see at a dunk contest. The confidence to pull it off in the game, that's impressive.
Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes. If the three-point line was only like above the break, teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
And the foul on Gary Harris. That's his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Flagg. 7 points in the game. Outside Christie. Lets the three fly. Again, the miss by Dallas.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. The Kings forward DeMar DeRozan clearly bought into helping take this team to the next level. He said, quote, "I appreciate the passion and the drive from the coaching staff, from the players to the fan base to everything, top to bottom. Guys want to win. Anything is possible." Guys, back to you.
They are plenty talented. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. You know, people call DeMar DeRozan the modern master of the mid-range.
Well, he's earned that with his mid-range efficiency and scoring. It's an area a lot of offenses overlook now, but DeMar, he is the exception to the rule.
Yeah, we know about the scoring, but don't discount Flagg's passing.
Washington outside. On the wing, Christie. 6 to shoot. The three is up. That one's good. Makes him 3 for 7.
It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the three ball.
Crafty move. The three from DeRozan. Christie with a rebound. Mavericks trail by 9. From deep. Hits the trifecta. Christie's got 8 points here in the quarter.
He's finally started to settle down here in the second quarter. Just needed to work up a sweat.
Kicks it to DeRozan. Pass to Şengün. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Substitution on the court.
46 seconds left in the second. Here's Lively. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. And now just a 4-point Sacramento lead.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Drills it from deep. Clifford's got 5.
I'll tell you what, their execution just continues to impress.
Here's Flag. On the wing, Christie. Washington outside. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Sacramento. They've led by as many as 14.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Bull. He's been the guy making things happen for Sacramento. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Here's Flag. Hunter with a double. Johnson on the wing. Oh, he tries a 3. Connects from downtown. Johnson's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Pass to Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Set him up, and Şengün executed the pick and roll to perfection.
Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Back to Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Oh, he's been doing all he can to keep this competitive, but he needs some support.
Out to the wing. Pass to Şengün. Now here's Harden. It's stolen by Washington. And here's Flag outside. Washington outside. And here's Johnson. Here's Flag. Second chance effort. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Pass to Clifford. Now here's Harden. A guy this team turns to often, averaging almost 24 a game. It's stolen by Washington. Here's Christie. Knocks down the triple. Christie's got 13.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Here's Harden. And the layup falls. And the Kings lead by 5.
Figuring out ways to score. That is James Harden's specialty. The beard can hurt you inside and out.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And Sacramento making a change here. Here's Flag. He's got 7. Achua with the rebound.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Bull down low. Washington grabs the miss.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Dallas shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. First free throw is good. No good on the second free throw. Sacramento leading by 4. And here's Achua. Pass to Bull. 5 to shoot. Back to Achua. The 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Their next game playing at home as the Grizzlies come to town. And that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. Here's Washington. Jacks up a 3. Sinks the tray. Washington's got his first 3 points of the game.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And finished off by Hunter.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this. And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Back to Sexton. Pass to Clifford. Down low. It's stolen by Lively. In transition, here they come. And stolen by Sexton. Bull with it. And Lively picks him up defensively. And finished off by Bull.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Mavericks trail by 4. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Kyrie Irving, so admired by his head coach, and Jason Kidd said Kai is a special dude. He wants to be coached to understand the game at the highest level and to be pushed to the highest level. What's more, I don't think he's afraid of failing. Back to you guys.
Great mentality. Allie LaForce with the report. Thanks, Allie. And so the ball out of bounds. Bagley touched it last. Bull with it. Gafford picks him up. 4 on the clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. It's a neck-and-neck game in Dallas. Irving up top. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. And stolen by Sexton. Left side Bull. And stolen by Irving. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. On the take. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got 6.
Irving has such a high IQ, including knowing exactly when to drive.
And very few teams rely on mid-range jumpers nowadays, but that's been their preferred way of finding points.
Christie's shot is off. Here's Sexton, and we've reached the end of the third. The Kings on top, up 4. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. 3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. The Kings lead by 4. Pass to Şengün. Count that one.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Here's Irving. Oh, they get a hand on it. Harris goes in. And Harris throws it down.
Flushing it on a much taller defender. That is just filthy.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Outside Irving. 3-pointer. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback. Bagley's got his first bucket in this one.
As usual, he's right there to save the play. Nice timing on the tip-in.
Here's Sexton. And he converts the layup. And the Kings lead by 8.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside. And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Pass to Asenge. Outside for Sexton. And they pick up 2. And it's a 10-point Kings lead.
I love that hoop from Colin Sexton. Don't settle, young man.
And there's the foul. It's on Colin Sexton. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Pass to Flag. Shot clock at 6. Back to Irving. Takes a 3. Knocks down the long J.
He's finally getting a chance to show off his range. I know he wishes he would have found his shot in the first half.
Harris outside. And the dunk by DeRozan.
And people forget that DeMar DeRozan has competed in multiple dunk contests. This man has elite bounce.
And the foul on Gary Harris. That's his third foul so far.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
Here's Flag with the drive. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
And just carving up the defense on the drive. Great to see Flag taking initiative on offense like this.
Pass to DeRozan. DeRozan gets going. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
Ooh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Sengun with it. Checked by Washington.
Foul. Johnson. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
DeRozan with the ball. Lively pulls it down. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
And so here's Sacramento. Outside Sengun. Oh, the stuff!
Vision coming out for Sengun, seeing the floor better and better.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He told his guys to, quote, turn it up, going on to say, only way we get out of this hole is with effort, incredible effort. So show me what you can do out there. It's a big ask, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Here's Lively. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied.
Okay, I see the explosion. Look, Harden never ceases to amaze me.
Cooper Flag. Oh, stolen by Harden. And here we go, Sacramento on the fast break.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Book it! It goes!
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Kings.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And this will get marked down as their 16th win of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next two times these squads meet.
Christie! Oh, no good again that time. And Bull, here we go. Up again. Here's the teardrop.
The officials were right on top of that one.
DJ Washington. First personal foul.
No good on the free throw.
Bowl.
And the second free throw is good. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Bagley. Bagley sets a screen. Irving for three. Clifford pulls it in. And it's Sacramento's ball. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game. Pass to Bagley. Back to Thompson. And a one-handed slam.
He's a big guard, 6'6", 215. Clay can absorb hits and still finish with ease.
Thompson, no good on the free throw. Bull, driving inside, and finished off by Bull.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins, they're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
So no problem for Sacramento as they get the win. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Can't amount to my pockets. It is what it is. Don't like to do no talk. Be tripping up in here.